Okay, in this video, I'm going to talk about when somebody sets something up or is doing something, and apparently they think you have an IQ of 40 or something, and you say, why are you doing that, or what are you doing, or if it's a phone conversation and you overhear a bit of it and you say, what were you talking about, and they say nothing. Or what are you doing? They'll say, oh, and whatever it is, okay, your IQ is not that low. Okay, you know that. And, but they, like I've said in so many videos, how they'll turn it and twist it, turn it around on you. Well, why were you watching me? Or why were you, listening to me? Or, no, it's you. You're just suspicious. Those kinds of things. Or you hear from, one person about what another person did, and you confront them with it, and they deny it, and they turn it back around, and you, like, in some way similar to what I just said. Like some of us, that have been through somebody saying things, you go and you run across somebody you haven't seen in years, okay? And then they treat you totally different, and you're like, why? And then you find out there must have been somebody telling them lies. And some of us that have been through this kind of smear campaign behind the back would love to have somebody like that, there you are, and they're treating you different, to actually say what it is. To say, well, this is why I'm, if you say, what's wrong? I haven't seen you in years, and, what's going on? And that person actually says, well, this is what I was told. Some of us would love to hear something like that. Somebody that's open and honest and just says, well, I was told this. And some people, they want to say, well, if they would believe that about you, they really weren't. No, it's not a one size fits all. It's not always. It's not, they're going to be there, stand up behind your back, and like I said, some of them won't tell. I remember one time I had to get it out of a person because I really wanted to know. And but she had more to gain from siding with the other. Okay, some of it is twisted like that. So, yeah. Anyway, I had just made a short video and about smear campaign, and then the next thing I know, I'm smear campaigns, and it was very short. So, but also I'm involved all of a sudden in one of these, and when it's so much of it is about trust, okay? And when some people set things in motion to where you're automatically not going to trust because you know better. What they're saying is, oh, it was nothing, kind of thing. Let's just sum them all up like that. Oh, it was nothing. And there's something. Automatically, there goes that trust in what they're saying, because they're saying, oh, it's nothing. And it is something. Really. Some of these topics, they all can just blend so much together. It blends all these things, of course. It's the different people who do these things. And so it's like, I've said this before, lather, rinse, repeat. And I still say it. But, there are not too many twists and turns to it, because the patterns are so similar. No two situations are the same. No two people are the same, so it's never going to be the same. But, what they do is similar, and they can fall under an umbrella that is the same. That kind of thing. But, yeah. Anyway, it really gets down to, why can't people be honest? Why does everything have to be sneaky and behind the scenes and so much else, and they just want to say, it's you. I don't know. And I'm telling you, I'm so tired of seeing and hearing about, or actually seeing myself or all that, these kinds of behaviors, so much that I really do wonder, and I wonder more and more and more often, where are the good, decent people? Where are they hiding? Seriously, I don't think I've run across any, and I cannot remember when. Maybe a couple of them that I didn't know them, though they're complete strangers, but somebody nice in a store, when, far too often I do not experience that. If it's not against somebody else, it's against me or a group of people. Any place like that, any place of business, to really see somebody that's kind, just comes off as kind, nice, sweet, this kind of thing. Maybe, like if you're going through a drive-through, you're not going to see too much of that. I'm not saying it that way, but there's just a short little transaction. So, but I have had those short little transactions. Like, what the crap? People were totally rude. But the other one is usually it's just kind of indifferent. It's a transaction. But for anybody to actually just be nice in a bigger kind of situation, can't say too much. But when you get to know them better because of whatever reason, they join the same whatever you join or work at the same place. Yeah, it's been a while. But it just frustrates me so much to see so much of this life, my life has been around people who are playing games often with one another, and they're trying to triangulate me. That's happened. Or just bald-faced lying. It's like, my IQ is not 40. I actually have a genius IQ. I don't tell them that. I'm just like shaking my head going, you really think people are idiots? To believe such? Yeah. Anyway, I'm dealing with this now. That short. It was not just a few minutes, but yeah. Wow. Anyway, wrapping it up.